Welcome to this guided demonstration on entering and verifying a vendor invoice in SAP ERP. In this lesson, you'll learn how to process incoming invoices against purchase orders and goods receipts using the MIRO transaction. You'll explore how to validate amounts, apply tax codes, verify document balances, and understand how financial entries are created and tracked. Invoice verification is one of the most critical checkpoints in the procure-to-pay process. It ensures that what your organization is billed for has actually been received and that it matches the terms of the purchase order. When done accurately, it prevents overpayments, reduces delays, and ensures compliance across finance and procurement. Now imagine this in a real-world setting like Pepsi. Consider the volume of materials Pepsi purchases every day: ingredients, packaging supplies, marketing displays, and more. Every vendor invoice needs to be checked, verified, and linked back to a purchase order and delivery. If even one invoice is posted incorrectly, it could result in duplicate payments or accounting discrepancies. SAP ERP helps avoid these risks with structured invoice verification. As you follow this process, reflect on your organization. How are vendor invoices verified today? Are financial documents always consistent with the goods received and the original order? What issues have occurred when invoices were posted without proper checks? Let's begin and explore how SAP ERP brings clarity, control, and compliance to invoice processing. Let us begin by navigating to the invoice entry screen in SAP to verify and post a vendor invoice. To do this, start from the SAP Easy Access menu and follow this path: Logistics, then Materials Management, followed by Logistics Invoice Verification. From there, click on Document Entry and then select Enter Invoice MIRO. This transaction is used to verify incoming vendor invoices against existing purchase orders and goods receipts. Now that we're on the Basic Data tab, begin by entering the essential details required to initiate the invoice verification. In the Invoice Date field, enter today's date or the date listed on the vendor's invoice. This represents the date the invoice was officially issued by the supplier. Next, enter the reference number. This is the invoice number provided by the vendor and will serve as a unique identifier for this transaction in your SAP system. Now, fill in the amount field with the total invoice value, including tax. Enter the tax amount in the corresponding field, followed by the tax code. The tax code determines which tax percentage is applied and ensures proper calculation and reporting of taxes. Each of these fields plays a vital role. The invoice date is essential for determining payment terms. The reference number links the transaction back to the vendor's paperwork, and the tax fields ensure compliance with local tax regulations. Once the basic data is complete, navigate to the Purchase Order Reference tab. Here, under Reference Document, choose Purchase Order Scheduling Agreement. This indicates that the invoice is based on an existing order and allows the system to check for any discrepancies. Enter the relevant purchase order number. This connects the invoice to the previously approved order and allows for automatic validation. Click Enter to let the system fetch the details of the purchase order and perform a match between the invoice, the goods receipt, and the PO data. SAP will now validate whether the invoice matches the goods received and the price conditions set in the purchase order. If all values align and the document balance shows 0, the match is confirmed and the invoice is ready for posting. A zero balance is crucial. It indicates that the invoice total equals the value of goods received and matches the purchase order. This ensures accuracy before financial posting. Once you've reviewed and confirmed that all fields are accurate and balanced, click Save to post the invoice in SAP. After posting, SAP will generate a unique invoice document number. This number is system generated and allows users to track the transaction within SAP. To view this document, click on Invoice Document Display directly from the invoice screen. This brings up a summary of the posted invoice. To further explore the financial impact, click Follow on Documents and then select the accounting document from the dialog box that appears. Double-click on the accounting document to open it. The accounting document provides a detailed view of all financial postings related to the invoice verification. You'll see entries such as the vendor liability, which reflects the amount owed to the supplier, and the GRIR account, which is used to reconcile goods received with invoices posted. After reviewing the accounting entries, close the document and return to the invoice screen. Exit the transaction to return to the SAP Easy Access screen. Let's now verify the invoice posting from the purchase order side. To do this, navigate to Logistics, Materials Management, Purchasing, Purchase Order, Display. You can also use transaction code ME23N to directly access the display screen. Once the purchase order is open, go to the header section and select the Status tab. This will show whether the order has been fully processed. If all items have been received and invoiced, the PO status should read Fully Delivered. Next, scroll down to the Item Details section and open the Purchase Order History tab. Here, confirm that the invoice document number you just posted appears in the list. This confirms that the invoice has been successfully recorded against the original PO. The PO History tab provides full transparency into all follow-up activities, including goods receipts, invoice postings, and any credit memos. Finally, exit the purchase order display to return to the SAP Easy Access screen. By following these steps, you have successfully entered, verified, and posted a vendor's invoice in SAP ERP. You've also confirmed its appearance in both accounting documents and the purchase order history, ensuring a complete and auditable transaction record. This process supports accurate financial tracking, strengthens procurement controls, and ensures that all vendor payments are aligned with deliveries and contracts. Great job completing this demonstration on invoice verification in SAP ERP. You've now seen how to enter and match a vendor invoice against a purchase order and goods receipt using the MIRO transaction. You've also learned how SAP automatically creates accounting documents, updates the purchase order history, and ensures financial integrity by requiring a zero document balance before posting. This process isn't just about data entry, it's about building trust in your organization's financial records. By carefully matching values and validating supplier references, invoice verification helps prevent errors, supports accurate payments, and lays the foundation for strong financial reporting. Think back to Pepsi. With hundreds of invoices arriving daily, automated checks and clear audit trails allow Pepsi's finance team to maintain control without slowing down operations. SAP ensures that every invoice is matched, posted, and tracked, with full visibility from procurement through payment. Now take a moment to reflect. In your own team, are invoices always matched before payment? Could applying SAP's structure reduce errors or disputes with suppliers? What role can you play in improving the accuracy and speed of invoice processing. With these skills in hand, you're now ready to support a critical part of your organization's financial and procurement success. Keep practicing. You're building true SAP ERP confidence.